Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in chemistry, an easy way to remember galvanic cell. Here, a diagram of the galvanic cell is given. It contains two glass containers. In the one glass container, zinc sulfate solution is taken, in which zinc rod is immersed. In the other glass container, copper sulfate solution is taken, in which copper rod is immersed. This zinc rod and copper rod are externally connected by a wire. Okay. Then these two are also connected by a salt bridge. Then the function, the zinc rod immersed in the zinc sulfate solution acts as a anode half cell. The copper rod immersed in the copper sulfate solution acts as a cathode half cells. A combination of anode half cell and cathode half cell can make a complete cells. So that is a galvanic cell. Now we are going to see the how does it work. First one, the container. In the anode half cell, the container is a glass container. In the cathode half cell, the container is a glass container. Electrode. Here zinc acts as a electrode. Here copper acts as a electrode. Then electrolyte. Here zinc sulfate solution is a electrode. Here copper sulfate solution is a electrode. Reactions. Here oxidation of zinc occurs. Here reduction of copper occurs. Equations. Zinc becomes zinc 2 plus ions by the loss of 2 electrons. Here copper 2 plus ions gains 2 electrons and becomes copper. Here release of electron. Here gain of electron. Remember, therefore here oxidation occurs. Here reduction occurs. Here symbol. Due to oxidation, it becomes negative. Due to reduction, it becomes positive. Then process. Zinc undergoes oxidation and dissolve into the solution. Here in the anode half cell, the zinc undergo oxidation. Therefore it means the zinc rod becomes Zn2 plus ion and dissolve in the solution. Okay, in the zinc sulfate solution. Here it undergo reduction and gets deposited on the surface of the electrode. Here copper 2 plus ion gains 2 electrons and gets deposited on the surface of the copper rod. And due to this, it undergo decrease in size. It undergo increase in size. Then function, it sends electron to the circuit. Okay. Due to oxidation, there is a production of 2 electrons. These 2 electrons are flow to the circuit due to the oxidation. Therefore, it can send the electron to the outside circuit. Here, it receives because for the reduction process, there are electrons are necessary. Therefore, it gains electron from the circuit, also undergoes a reduction. Then, function of salt bridge. Then there is a question arises, why do you use a salt bridge? Because it is used to complete electrical circuit. To complete the electrical circuit. There is a, so it goes there and then comes again to the anode. Therefore, it is used to complete the electrical circuit. Then there is a flow of electrons and also electrical neutrality. Why there is a electrical neutrality? Because if the zinc continuously undergo oxidation, due to there is an increase of Zn2 plus ion. Here copper continuously undergoes reduction, therefore there is a shortage of the copper 2 plus ion. As a result of it, the copper 2 plus and sulfate 2 ions. Here the sulfate 2 minus ions flows through the sulfate ions, SO4 2 minus ions, comes from the cathode to the anode and combines with the Zn 2 plus ion plus sulfate ion and makes a zinc sulfate. So it is very much used for the flow of sulfate ions to make the solutions electrically neutral. That is very, very important. Then flow of electricity. It's well known that here anode is a undergoes oxidation, therefore there is a production of electron. The electrons flows from the circuit. Then here copper undergoes reduction, therefore it gains electron from the outer circuit. Therefore electrons will flow from zinc rod to the copper rod through the external wire. Then durations. How much time does the cell work? That is a very important question. It's well known that it will operate or it will work or it will functions till either zinc, here the zinc rod, the entire zinc rod, or the copper, the entire copper rod is completely used up. It means either the zinc undergoes oxidation or the copper undergoes reductions. Then EM, the electromotive force that is produced in these complete cells, its value is equal to 1.1 volt. So this is the electricity produced in the galvanic cell. Okay students, this is a very easiest way to remember galvanic cell. Okay students, watch the video, use the video and share with your friends. Thank you.